G'day and welcome back to the Ranless Sea. It's time to head back out once more. We've got ourselves a new officer, the Cladriere. In fact, we should probably speak to her. So we'll do that now. She's a Kickstarter... she was previously a Kickstarter exclusive story. So I think it's time to try and, use that. The cooked flesh arrives, still in a shell. From the claws, 8 legs, body and head, she renders a dozen neat bite-sized piles of shredded flesh, sutured with mushroom or pinned together with a needle of chiton. Perhaps she has missed her calling as a chef. She denies it. My mother was a child of the surgeon in the first city. You might say that knife work runs in the family. There's a wicked, quirking smile at the corner of her mouth. Then there's the rumors of my father. She'd deny there's any truth in those. Okay, we're now learning about those. Right. So there's more stuff to do there, but we need strange catch, which we are out of. Okay, cool. I think that's about it. We've done the tireless engineer, so what we need to do is we need to buy supplies. So we've got some fuel, but not really enough. So we're going to do this. Let's look at the map. Okay, so we want to go to Polythreme. We've got a relatively distant Polythreme. So we can just go straight down. Shepherd's Isles. De Hoot, we want wine for. Godfall, we could get stuff for as well. So let's say we did that. So we went Demo Islands, Shepherd Isles, Godfall, De Hoot, Polythreme, Station 3, maybe Rack, and come back. So this is actually going to be a fairly lengthy journey. In which case, let's go to the shops. I really do not have a good gauge on how much I need of each of these right now. I'm going to buy some candles and a flare for Godfall, and I'm going to buy some wine. I don't know what else I need. I have heard that there's some hints in Rack that I should look into. No, I need Wolfstack Exchange. And here we are. Okay. Okay, we want... let's grab a couple of bottles of wine while we're at it. And we've got the space to actually bring a couple of other goods. So, for example, I could now have dinner with the Presbyterian Adventurers. Captain's cabin, is it? Alright, but I want coffee sorbet for dessert. What? I like coffee sorbet. No sorbet, no dinner. Excuse me, someone's caught fire again. Yes, I was in the Navy. Did you think they'd stolen the uniform? I retired before they threw me out. She grins and spoons more sorbet on a plate. I'm older than I look. We're all older than we look to you people. Cool. And then... right. So I got an idea, sorbet and arm wrestling. Got 4 secrets. I kind of want to try and keep 7 available so I can upgrade things. So instead of that, we're just gonna buy 1 more supply, 1 more coffee, and go. But I like that, yeah, there's further discussion to be had with them. Okay, so Demo Island first. You know what? I'm also, since we're doing this, let's see what this looks like as a submarine. Looks pretty similar, frankly, to the other ones, but whatever. And then let's go to the Abyss, because I have had confirmation that the Abyss is not a separate map. And so I think I can handle the Abyss. If it wants to load that, which it doesn't seem to. Weird. Okay, that is a massive mine. I'm gonna interact with it. Okay. The silt covers a half covers a gleaming copper sphere studded with spikes. A deep red light flickers continuously from within its central chamber. Your submarine's lights fail and darken as they glance across the shell. Yeah, let's give it a go. You don your diving gear. You approach the copper bulk of the bomb, fighting against a persistent current. You pulling yourself across the surface, you look for a way to access its valuable interior. Here, a panel. You try to pry it off. The device shudders. An explosion of silent blackness engulfs you. It devours the light of your ship's beams like a glutton on Sunday dinner. In an instant, it kills every lamp aboard. Every filament bulb of passing school pilot fish are extinguished. Your panicking crew winch you back aboard, and you flee through the pitch black until your lights begin limply to return. Whew. Oh, right, and then it's still there, and you can still run into it. Well, that was interesting. Let's just keep going then. Interesting that the abyss didn't actually spawn. Never seen that not work. Whatever. That was not the best start to the journey. Okay, Demo's Gate. So, yeah, every time this ticks noticeably more. I think it ticks up by 12 each time? Or possibly 13? And I am seeing more fuel be consumed. One of the funging workers is watching your crew, or watching the Clatterier. What does he want? The tomb colonist draws you a little way from the Clatterier. Don't tell her you met me, he says in a hoarse rasp. Her mother cut my voice. Hoped to fix it so I wouldn't be able to look for my daughter. So I wouldn't want to. He wheezes. Didn't work. Operations never completely effective. Need to know my daughter's well. Happy. Finding enough patients. Getting enough to eat. And so forth. In exchange for the simplest news, he explains himself. I'm her father, he says. Ordinary engineer, not the sort of parent she'd want. If you wish to tell Liara about this encounter, you can do so by talking to her. Cool. Okay. I don't need a volunteer. I do want to compile a port report. Oh, interesting. Right, yes. I've seen that before. I'd just forgotten about it. So we'll get the port report and see whether the factor will reduce our terror, which we've got at 28. Or, well, actually, yes, because if I'm going to Dahut, I actually want as low terror as possible. An interlude. And it also gives us supplies, yeah. Stories about the Gantt pole and instructions of principles of coral, yep. Cool. Now, Shepherd's Isles. Do you want to go? Yeah, Shepherd's Isles. Yep, definitely. Do you want to go down around this way, or... Yeah, if we do that, we can... Yep. Just trying to get rid of some of the unexplored patches on the map. Because that's the way I prefer them. Explored. Ah, I guess this is lit up enough that it isn't a problem. I wonder what this looks like underwater, but on the other hand, do I wonder enough? What I really want, there's two things I'd really like before I start doing regular fighting. I'd like a ship with a forward slot, which means I've got twice as many guns to bring to bear, and I'd like blue scintillac, because that allows me to do a lot of damage very quickly. Let's try for another abyss. The air carries the scent of salt and shadows. Really? Just not gonna spawn abyss things for me today. Well, fine. I'm gonna go to this wreck. That's not a wreck. That is a wrecked ship. Well, that's interesting. I've not fought and killed something underwater. Wow, this is not nice in terms of the amount of damage I'm taking. That's got an aft gun. Okay. There, you've made a much more convincing, makes a much more convincing right now you finished it. Let's send in a boarding party. Risk it. Yes. You can't prepare a boarding party. Any plan goes out of the porthole the minute your boots touch the deck of a strange vessel. In this case, it seems those pirates like to play dead in person as well. Fortunately, your crew aren't the kind to be fooled twice. They return with clean cutlasses and bloodied boots. Some are even smiling. Okay. So, for some reason, abysses are not triggering for me. I've got to assume that's a bug. But, that was interesting to see. And that was actually pretty cool, because, I mean, we're close enough to Rack that is probably related to Rack. So, Shepherd's Wash. Yeah, there we are. Still down at 28 Terror, probably because we just killed a wreck ship. Yeah, that's right. Those things actually can't charge from right next to you. So let it disperse, and Z-Story and a little bit of fragments. And 25 Terra. Yeah, that's right. Fighting things is worth it. But I mean, this also demonstrates just why upgrading the ship was such a great thing. Because right now, I've taken 50 damage, and it's fine. It's not a big problem. If I'd taken 50 damage in the previous ship, I would be nearly dead, and one more shot would have killed me. So that's very good reason to continue to upgrade things. So firstly, we're going to compile a port report. Secondly, what's this? Rest of the Z. Here's where you need to be. Don't talk about the rest of the Z. I got something for you, but I'll need some of that good stuff from London. A lot of that good stuff. If I did this... Whoops. Where could I get more supplies from? That's the problem. I'd love to do that, but I'd need significantly more supplies. So instead, we're just gonna do Do I want to do Picnic at the Standing Stones? Nah. Let's do the Tale of Three Graves. There we go. You know the drownies, the sailors that won't rest. Well, they rest here. I seen them coming up out of the water, all white and dripping. Dig themselves into the ground, take turns. I think they missed a feel of the earth. Okay, cool. So there we go. That's that one done. So, straight over to Godfall. Because I've got 20 supplies, and we are definitely running low. So maybe I need to adjust this. I can buy supplies expensively at Rack. Maybe I can I buy supplies in Dahut? What does Dahut have by way of shops? We'll see. We'll see if we can go to Dahut. And I may need to actually skip one of the goals of the trip because I've got other things to worry about. We'll find out. Come on. Godfall. Okay, Burning Blue. This is fine. This is an easy challenge. I've got my hearts up high enough that I never fail the challenge, so don't need to worry about it, really. Okay, Godfall. I'm not going to try and go in another abyss. If it's not working, it's not working. And 2 is enough. Could be coincidence, but I don't think so. So let's get the port report. And let's see. Foxfire candles. Before the stalactites was a monastery. Before it ever fell from the roof, it was a citadel. The fall shattered it and killed its occupants. Probably. Why don't you take a look? So only starved men lived here. They're all dead, of course. You still wouldn't want to meet them. There's a gap in the cellar wall they keep meaning to fix. Oh wow! I didn't know they did this. That's really cool, actually. Okay. So, go deeper. Citadel lies on its sides. All its hallways and tunnels tilt crazily. Edge your way through like an ant through a broken puzzle box. In a second tangle of tunnels. Silence. Silence. Fight off the winged things. It's as if the walls shed its skin. Suddenly they're on you everywhere. The air roars. They fill your mouth, eyes, and nose. Forge on. Your bosun grasps your shoulder. Each sailor grabs the next. Bow your heads and push forward. Go deeper. Spiders scuttle. Fight off the winged things again. Easy. Okay. So. I don't know how deep this goes. I don't know how many candles I need. No more than 7. Right, I think I needed more candles to do this. Retrace your steps. 3. Let's do one more. See what we've got. Darkness coils. Ah. Search the Church of the Starved Men. Let the nacreous outcast approach the altar. Imitators of the outcast bubbles. They stole our axolotls. They fought. They would be us. It shakes with rage or laughter and collapses before the altar. Still, the change remains. The change remains. It's the longest speech you've ever heard from it. It remains motionless in prayer while you search. And an inscription on the altar reads, "So are we shaped." The stonecraft is perfect, but the spelling seems eccentric. 2 stone knives rest on the surface, along with a chunk of flint that might be a knife, or a tool, or simply a lump of rock. 3 human skulls wait in a niche at the back. 2 have warped and lengthened jaws. The 3rd is slumped and run like a melted candle. It feels solid to the bone. As solid as any bone to the touch. What now? You can press on, but going will get harder from here, or you can turn back with your treasures. So we've got 2 outlandish artifacts and lamentable relics. I think we should leave. I don't have the candles, and I don't want to run out. Retrace our steps. Fumble in the dark. Aha, right. Yeah, I thought that would happen. So we leave. And that was interesting. That did get us a bunch of terror, though. So that's something to keep in mind for the future. So we definitely need to get more candles. And that means we need at least 13 candles to do that properly. Which is, I think we've got the skills to do it for the most part. We should raise our mirrors and our gunnery. So she will only let us raise hearts. The gunnery officer will let us raise this. Okay, ready for this? It might hurt. There we go. Boost our iron a little. Well, now iron is easily our worst stat right now. And so polythreme. Dahut, and then polythreme, polythreme, dahut. Dahut. Do we even do dahut? Or do we go station 3 rack salt? I think actually we will skip dahut for now. I just don't think I've got the space in my Terra. I used too much, and I just don't like seeing bad things happen all the time. I do think I'm going to buy We Are Clay here. That should be fun. Alrighty, so here we are at polythreme. And we did lose a crew member, which means that things can tick slightly slower. Okie dokie. In. Taciturn claimant. Gather intelligence. Did that gain us more terror? Collect the cheery man's cargo. Excellent. And then we do not have a watchful courier, which is a pity. But let's carry Claymen to London. Let's also get We Are Clay. So there's a reason for doing this. It's an aft slot item. Increases our irons, decreases our quarters. It's an orc slot. Wait, not an aft slot. So we would lose 7 hearts for it. I think it's still probably worth it, and then we can find somewhere to sell a Shrine of Stone. So this increases engine power, so we move faster, we need less crew, and yeah, that all seems pretty good. So I just need to find out where I can sell a Shrine of Stone. Shrine to Stone, rather. Wait, I wanted to do more here. Nope, I can't get any more Claymen. I was hoping I could stack on the Claymen. But here we are, so we should move a little faster, which should help reduce the pressure on our food supply. There's no point in going to Station 3. Maybe a point going to Rack. So we'll do that. Really? We have, I guess, a study there. There's something there, yep. We're near the Uttish room. Yep, definitely. So I'm not going to the Uttish room this time because I don't think I've left enough slack in my journey. But it's useful to know it's there. What are we? Wreck of the Miko and a Carnate Waterman. Let's see if I can do anything with the wreck. I don't want to fight the Carnates, mostly because it also raises your Carnate suspicion. Really? Nothing? Well, there's something over there that was producing light, which I do not trust. Wow. What is this? Anyway, I think we'll go up again in a moment. What? That's lit up. Why lit up? Okay. What's here? Okay, I thought that might do something. Aha! What are you? I think this might be the Fathom King's area. Promise Sea, yes, Drownies, everything. That's definitely where the Fathom King is, or near where the Fathom King is. You. I have bad news for you. You are much tougher than I'd hoped. Actually, significantly tougher than I'd hoped. Ah. Oops. Yeah, that's right. Keep using the flare and then staying under your own flare. That sounds great to me. Okay, there we go. Investigate the wreckage. Really? So let's do this. Rescue her once again. Have an officer rescue her. No, let's rescue her myself once more. Hey, we got wine. Another battle well fought, Captain. Few earn a second verse. Along with her freedom price, she presents a gift, a cask of wine, saved from the sinking vessel by her own mighty arms. They say it's a fine vintage. My men were saving it to toast our victory against you. Perhaps you would join me in a drink to them? Okay, cool. Now, we gotta go straight to Rack, and I hope we can buy enough food from them. Got effectively 5 worth of food left. Rack's entrance is from the southwest, so we're gonna have to go that way. Alrighty, so yep, definitely. Okay. Oh, also, it's all clear, so let's actually treat it that way. So, is there anything cool I can do at Rack now I have destroyed a wreck ship? Fed the crew. Good, good, good. Nope. Scintillak. Yeah, so I need to actually bring Scintillak to get to start it. Right. That's fair enough. Provide for a disgraced tether priest, so he may provide for you. It's not difficult to find a private captain. The wreckers avoid him already. When you're presented with the honey, he snatches it from your hands and slurps it down. He crumbles on the floor, eyes glazing, his voracious bites turning to stupid nibbles. A jar full of tether rolls out of his robe right before he vanishes bodily. Bring the jar full of tether to the severe chemist who waits on the Attas room. Okay, sure. So then we also want to get port report, and we want to consider the state of the city, which allows us to go to the shop. Yeah, I thought so. This is expensive, and yeah, you buy and sell things with supplies right now. But what we can do, I can buy Devilburn dice from here with candles, so we can buy a couple more supplies. Make sure that we make it, basically. Okay, excellent. Whoops. And out. And now we do what we were meaning to do all along. So, up here. Salt lines. Let's see what we dump. I might dump fuel, but we'd need to dump 10 units worth of stuff, which is a lot. And really, we've been getting money from the pirate poet, so it seems more reasonable to just do that. Need to dump 9. I don't think I can get back on 3 fuel, so, you know. Visit the Armakers. Lose some terror. Excellent. Now, compile a port report. And let's see. Definitely can do at least 4. And one more. Okay, so that puts us at 108. Hold. If I were to get rid of stuff... Alright, the Clayman. No, I don't think I want to get rid of any of these things. I mean, the Claymen actually not that big a deal, but on the other hand, I would be tossing them into the sea, and that is a monstrous thing to do. So no. I don't care that they don't drown. That doesn't actually make it better. Makes it worse. Alright. Martin Island. We also get to take through Martin Island's story, which I've never seen before. Because Martin Island used to not change, but they've added new content. I really like that they have added new content to this game. They have mentioned that Sunless Skies, like they do also plan to add new content there, but they're building it in a way that is less mod friendly just for technical reasons. Which I guess is fair enough. I've never downloaded a mod for this game. I have looked at the save files and things because it's just JSON. It's fairly easy to modify if you want. Okay, here we go. Quaker saving. Exactly enough time. So we start with. Oh right, that's right. I can buy supplies from here as well. Keep forgetting that. Okay, so we are going to go to the pub, get a port report, explore along the shore. From a stony bay, you watch as a swift corvette draws into the harbour. Men and women on board are dressed in naval uniform and walk as if they're balancing the good book on their heads. As the gas lamps on the dock blaze as if to burn the work, not a sailor squints. That didn't actually use up anything. Explore the shore. That's it. Okay. So there's no exploring to be done this time. So I guess we'll visit the hilltop area above town. Toasting the wind. 8 fragments. We've done this before. The island channeling the air. Yep, cool. And there's no shops there, so that's why the market is relevant. And now I could extend it very slightly by also going to Low Barnet. That's probably worth it, actually. Okay, now we butcher it for supplies, which drops our hunger. That was the perfect time. Right? You can't, they don't give you supplies, they drop your hunger. And given that your hunger immediately drops at 50, you can't like hold on for a little bit. That was perfect timing. I'm impressed. Okay. So the question, yeah, I'm definitely going to Low Barnet. The question I have is, should I bother with going to with repairing the ship? Because I've got a lot of space, really. Good, 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 good. I mean, I can tell stories here, but I don't really see the point because I can't do the... I haven't finished off any of the stories on the other thing, which is really what Low Barnet is about. Once you've told enough stories, so I think I'd rather sell the port report. So let's just get the port report for Low Barnet. Yeah, if I participate in another contest of stories, yeah, I'd need to actually get... Yeah, I need to get things from elsewhere. So I could... yeah, so I think what I want to do is I want to trade stories with the congregation to continue to boost my storyteller, and then have the other pieces. So I guess actually it might be worth doing that. Let's just sell the rack story. It gets us a Z story as well, and yeah, we can get it up to 7 that way, which will mean that when we do have one of those stories finished, we can come back and sell that and complete whatever the thing is here. So that all sounds good. Alrighty. Now we go in to home. So this was actually a decent length trip, really. The other one was short, but this one was a fairly decent length because of the need to go to Polythreme and then what they did to everything else. So that's kind of cool. And that's one of the reasons why I tend not to start saying no to the Blind Bruiser. He just forces me to go out there. Okay. So We'll just set something aside. Collect messages from the Harbour Master. Oh, I know why. We haven't... yes, here we go. Welcome home. Here you go. 200 echoes, fuel, supplies, etc. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go London. We're going to deliver the Claymen. 120 echoes. Deliver Sphinx Stone. Sign. Here's a receipt, here's a discretion contract, here's a penalty contract. Your vision is blurred by the end of it all. Cart rumbles off into the coiling fog. Here's your reward. 2,000 echoes. Is there anyone awaiting a new recruit? Yes, the brisk campaigner and the haunted doctor. So, I mean, I definitely will grab one of them. Doctor, Hearts and Iron. They're both doctors. We'll get the brisk campaigner. Rose markets. Do we have anything here? Nope. What else? My lodgings. I can rest and drop terror. Yeah, I'll definitely do that. I was just gonna check some other things though. Don't want to sell off an heirloom. Visit study. Alright, so I could create an anatomical cabinet which would allow us to increase our iron significantly. Ooh, that's pretty nice actually. So, I mean, as far as these things go, like, that's really cheap. We've got tons of relics, and if we can find a place to sell off our cabinet, which I'm sure exists, we can really rapidly raise it as long as we keep getting the bits we need. Okay. Oh, right, and this is all the Song of the Z. So you got to go to all of these places. You need a bunch of those. That's all possible. And you just need all of the cabinets and things. So that's pretty cool. I kind of wish I could then put it in storage, though, because they kind of sit here. And it's a fairly nice item as well. Well, I'm going to create it, regardless. I mean, these are all repeatable if you can get rid of them. 7 secrets, lost 7 relics, gained 7 iron, lost 1 supply. Big whoop. Whoop-de-doo. Okay, that's... yeah, I need outlandish artifacts for that. That's a lot more work. Okay, that's cool. That increases our iron a lot. And then I was going to rest. That was what I was going to do, which means lodgings, rest, 3 restful nights, lost a bunch of terror. I thought there was, like, consider other bits and pieces, but I can't do it yet. You need mute assault or devil bone dice. That's a really easy way of doing that then. I want to buy a bunch of candles. Okay. Let's go, Admiral. Hey, Admiral. We're going to sell you some stuff. Port reports. That's really what we want. We want to sell you port reports. So, Godfall. Here's what the monks are up to. Shepherd Isles will reveal as fact because we're good at lying to you. Polythreme, go for it. Yep. Excellent. Salt Lions, sure. Quaker's Haven, Demo Island, Low Barnet. Yep. Great, so that's also dropped the needs for our next trip significantly. Now, we also want to go here. Do I want to go straight for this? I kind of do. I mean, I can continue to do the Sphinx Stone, definitely. I think I need at least 13 candles. So, plus another 3 for that, and then we'll grab 1 more for good measure. Okay, cool. We'll definitely want more supplies. 15 of them. Go up to 30. I think that's everything. Hold. Yeah, we've got plenty of that. And I could have... there should be in here. Shouldn't I be able to read the paper? Or is that something I can do in London? Nope. Alright. So what I'm going to do... Oh, right, I forgot I can also get them to give us fuel that way. What else was I going to do? I was going to rest one more time. Yeah, this is using up a bunch of money, but it leaves us 6 Terra. So next time round, we'll head out, we'll go to God's Fall, and we'll go to Rack, and we'll come back with more Sphinx Stone, hopefully. Until then, have a great day. Bye. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate you spending the time and effort watching the videos I make. If you'd like to watch more, on the left there should be another video from this playlist. On the right there will be whatever YouTube recommends, and in the center there is a convenient subscribe button just in case you need it.